Welcome to today's episode. Today, we're still working on this thing. I'll show you what we're doing. Alright, so I got an intake manifold for it and some piping. So that's what we're doing today. We're installing intake manifold for the parts. Let's see what we can do. First thing, disconnect your hose that goes from your brake booster. Disconnect all your vacuum lines pretty much. I'm gonna take this plenum off on top. So that's what we're doing. Alright, so now we're unplugging the harness, fuel rail, few lines, all that stuff. And we're gonna get it all out the way to get to the bottom bolts on this manifold. They're a pain in the butt. So it's got a few up here and then 2 from the bottom to remove the top plenum. Alright, upper plenum's off. Like I said, 3 bolts. You get them from underneath here, where my finger is. And you have to use something like this so you can get to some of the bolts. If you don't have this, good luck getting it out. So yeah, here's the intake manifold. Came out fresh. Now we gotta keep going. Remove the bottom plenum. Alright, so I removed the fuel rail. I had to take off these 2 bolts here. There's a bolt here, and then there's a bracket right on here. Take those out and pops right out. Alright, so intake manifolds out. There it is. It's a lot going on to take this out. There's a hose back here, this hose, this bracket, this other bracket. You can just leave that all there. I unplugged this by accident, so that's how it should be looking after you remove it. Alright, ran into an issue with this aftermarket manifold. So I put it in and it hits right here on this tube right here that's coming out, and that tube goes behind the timing cover, goes to your power steering sensor there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna cut it out, and then whatever over there, I'm just gonna run a vacuum line because it doesn't fit. So that's the next plan. Let's get it done. Alright, so I took that hose off. It's perfectly now. Everything mounts on perfectly. So looking good. Now we're gonna keep going, making it nicely. Alright, I'm swapping out the water cooler pipe underneath from the stock to the aftermarket. So we'll be removing the temperature sensors, and I'm gonna put them in here. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so now we're gonna be installing our sensors. So I'm putting Teflon on there in case it gets a leak. Alright, next we'll be installing this IAC adapter, and then it goes on here like this with some screws it came with. So then you put that on there, put the a gasket maker here, and put this on there, and then do the same thing on this side, and then put the IAC on there. Alright, removing the IAC valve. Got this hose going through the throttle body. I think it's for coolant. It is for coolant. So, and then this other hose right there. So let's take it off. All right, so I put the IAC valve on. It only goes one way, so you can't get it wrong. I put RTV on there. So now what we got going on here is we torque these down to 11 Newton meters, crisscross. So torque them down like that. Next, I'm cleaning the tube underneath to put it. And that's the water pipe that goes here. So I cleaned up the ports because they were a little rough from factory, you know, these cheap manifolds. They cleaned up pretty well though, you know, smooth now, at least get some smooth air in there. And we'll be able to, you know, get more air, more flow. So that's the next step. And now I think our pipe has dried. All right, now we're gonna be installing our water crossover pipe. So all right, so that's installed. Looks good. It's all put together. So we got the IAC, the bypass tube for the coolant, all of our connectors for our vacuum, our water inlet, and then we got our sensors over here. So we're all ready to go. I'm gonna install the fuel injectors once they're in the car so I can tighten down this manifold. So let's get that started. All right, so I cleaned the surface on the head. Now I'm gonna install the new gasket and install the manifold. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm blocking off the IAC valve that goes to the intake because I don't have a hole on my piping to go to. I'm gonna block off the throttle body because this gets in the way down there. It hits like this hose right here, and you can't really get a hose on it, so I'm gonna block it off. And then I'm gonna run this to the IAC valve, to one of those T's, and then the other one I'm gonna run it from back there where that hose is, this hose right here. And then I'm gonna plug I'm gonna plug that outlet right there, and I'm gonna use this hose to connect it from the other one to get to the IAC. So that's what I'm doing next. All right, update. We're gonna install the manifold today, torque it down, everything's dried up. So I'm doing this to be my PCB to my valve cover. And then I'm gonna run, because remember this is a Neo, so you don't have that valve back down here. I'm gonna delete my IAC from there. I'm gonna run 2 coolant lines from here on those 2 right here where my fingers are at, and then the vacuums. So the coolant lines, I'm running one from here, which you see right there, and then the one right here, which comes from the back here, the one for the turbo feed. So that's how I'm gonna run it. So now I'm gonna install the plenum on and bolt it up. All right, so for the fuel rail, the stock one doesn't fit on these. For the Neo, the stock fuel rail does not fit. So what I did, I ordered the Neo one, and it didn't come with those things that I needed for it. So it's just the fuel rail. The fuel rail. And it came with these. So then I went and I knew that it was gonna be a mistake because it's not gonna fit. So I ordered the right one, which is this one for the regular RB. And it does come with spacers, and these go in here like that. So I'm gonna install them now. All right, so the package comes two seals and 2 of these reducers, and it comes with, I think, 3 packages. Yep, 3 packages. Some hardware for mounting it. What else? Guess these are, yeah, everything comes with it. So let's mount it. All right, here's the radium fuel rail. It's got some fresh hardware. So let's mount it now. On these, make sure you put the seal right in the center of that. Still, also just got my injectors. They're IDs 1000s, and I bought some dude online. I got the pigtails and everything. Any pigtails. I just gotta wire it up. Put this on the rail and see how it looks. So I haven't been able to record everything. I'm busy at work, but there she is. She's coming along. I took off the valve covers so we can paint them. I removed the little bypass tube that goes on top of each valve cover. The grommet, I remove everything so I can get them done right. And they come right out. It's just they're you know, pushed in there. So let's paint these. Get them ready. And then this bad boy, waiting for parts still. All right, so I cleaned them up. I'm gonna primer them and paint them. All right, we went with red on the valve covers, and they look phenomenal. Yeah. All right, so I had trouble installing the throttle body. I got this from eBay, and the way you mount it up, you gotta use the old bracket. And what I did, you see right here, I made the one at the bottom down here. I cut into it so I can be able to slide it closer to the intake, so that it can clear right there. So it works good. It's just got a lot of tension on here, but that's how it is. So that's how you install the intake, the throttle body on the intake. And the car is definitely coming along now. Just that was a pretty rough part. Now I gotta do the fuel system, the injectors and stuff.